Hello and welcome to the Infinity AI podcast. I'm your host, Birdie. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the recent news that the Taliban has signed a contract with a Chinese company to exploit oil reserves in Afghanistan's north. Joining me today are John, a defense analyst from New York, and Sam, a pro-China commentator from Beijing. John, can you give us some background on the situation in Afghanistan?
Sure, Birdie. So, as you mentioned, the Taliban recently signed a contract with a Chinese company called Xinjiang Central Asia Petroleum and Gas Co., or CPIC, to exploit oil reserves in Afghanistan's north. Under the deal, CPIC will invest $150 million a year in Afghanistan, increasing to $540 million in 3 years for the 25-year contract. The Taliban will have a 20% partnership stake in the project, with the ability to increase that to 75%. Now, this isn't the first time that Afghanistan has tried to tap into its oil reserves. Back in 2011, the state-owned China National Petroleum Corporation signed a similar contract with the former Republic government. However, that project was eventually halted due to security concerns and logistical difficulties.
Interesting. So, Sam, what is China's perspective on this deal?
Well, Birdie, the Chinese ambassador to Afghanistan, Wang Yu, praised the signing of the contract, saying that the Amu Darya oil project is a model for China-Afghanistan cooperation in major projects in energy and other fields. From China's perspective, this deal represents an opportunity for economic development and cooperation with Afghanistan. It's worth noting that China has a lot at stake in Afghanistan. China shares a border with Afghanistan and has a strong interest in maintaining stability in the region. In addition, China is also looking to diversify its energy sources and reduce its reliance on the Middle East, so access to Afghanistan's oil reserves could be very valuable.
That's true, Sam. However, it's important to remember that this deal is not without its challenges. The previous Republic government's project was put at risk by the Taliban insurgency, and now the Taliban's version of the project is at risk of being targeted by the Islamic State Khorasan province. In addition, there are logistical difficulties that any project of this magnitude will inevitably encounter. The reserves may not be as easily extracted as hoped, and the price tag could easily balloon.
Yes, it definitely seems like this deal is not without its risks. However, it will be interesting to see how it plays out and what impact it has on Afghanistan's economy and on China's energy strategy. Thank you both for joining me today to discuss this topic. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, this is Birdie signing off.